Okay, hi everybody. We are going to create a lower third where we usually put somebody's name and title at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to show you how to build one yourself. There are some presets in here, but some of them are pretty tacky. And I want you to take another good look around the text panel, okay? So I have basically, let me put my mouse on. These lines right here, I have my tracks locked down because when I create my title, I want it to go onto the title, to the title track. Okay, so I've locked these down. All right, so one of the first things I'm going to do to create a lower thirds is I'm going to go and select the program panel, and we know that by the blue line. We're going to right click and we're going to go to safe margins. Okay, this was more important before high definition, and basically right now it's kind of convention to use it as a guide. This is what's known as the action safe title margin, and this is the title safe margin. And what we normally do, I'm going to click the text tool. I'm going to start typing. Ooh, tacky type. Okay, so you see how that created a clip. I'm going to go to the graphics panel. Two tabs here. These would be your templates. These would be similar. You'd find lower thirds, but you drag the clip over, but we're making our own. I'm going to go to edit. And the first thing I got to do is change this type because that's not nice. All right. I'm going to go to let's just go to Helvetica. Regular, that's nice. I'm going to increase the font size. We did this earlier. Just drag on that. I'm clicking back and forth between the selection tool and the type tool. Selection tool to move it around. Okay, so I kind of use this title safe margin as a guide. So I'm going to select Michael. I'm going to make this a different size than the lower one. So let's just increase that a little bit. Let's select Professor Wessel. Clicked on that. Now I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. It's visual hierarchy. Okay. Click back here. Make sure I got that lined up. All right. So white text. We will probably, right now it has a drop shadow on it. I'm going to take that off. Sometimes you can use that as a little trick to see the type a little bit better. But what I want to do is add a block behind it so you can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to go to this folded paper icon, click that. I'm going to go to rectangle. Now I have a rectangle. It's green. That was the last color that I used. I'm going to drag this over here. I'm going to make it larger, but oh no, it's covering it up. All right, so we're going to fix that. I'm going to drag it all the way to the end. All right. All right, now this is kind of like layers in Photoshop. I'm going to put the text on top, and now you'll be able to see it. I'm going to click back and forth. I think I'm going to make my text a little bit smaller. I don't want my box much bigger, so I'm going to roll over this and bring that down a little bit. And you can edit your text here like any text editor. Bring this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, because what I want, just in design, is some space around the box. Not quite good enough for me, so I'm going to click over to the box. And I'm going to give this little box a little bit of a breathing room. I'm going to select both the text and the box. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. We have a lower third. If you want to select the box, the fill, double click on the fill there. You can create a gradient if you want. So if we created a linear gradient, and this is green to purple. You might want to choose your colors, your branding colors. This was Thomas Nelson's colors. You can move this around and play with the gradient and move it around just like the other Adobe applications. Click OK. You can also come over here and maybe reduce the opacity of the box. And so there we go. We have a pretty nice, I might make that a little bit darker, lower third. So let's go back over here. Let's right click. Let's turn that safe margin off and see how it looks. I think I'll move that over just a little bit more. All right. So that's fine. It's looking good, but boom, it pops on too fast. Okay. So when you get more advanced in Premiere, you will start animating things and keyframing things, but we're not that far yet. So what we're going to do is apply an effect. So I'm going to click the end of the clip, and I know I have that selected by the red mark there. I had my effects panel open. I had to go there. I'm going to grab this effects and apply it to the end of the clip, and we'll see what happens. Press play, and the clip, and it swipes on, okay? As opposed to just popping on. All right, if that's too fast, we're going to grab the end of the clip and extend it out, and that will make the wipe look slower. Okay, so I know that was quick. Just slow that down. All right, let's take the end of it, and let's right click and apply the default transition, which would be the dissolve. And so we have it swiping on and fading off. Okay, I would probably bring it on earlier and take it off sooner when it cuts away to him. Okay, so that's making your own lower thirds. Give that a try.